Come on, boys. Get after them rabbits. Come on. That's it. And you just keep on going.
What's she doing?
Something's wrong.
I'm gonna crash, I think.
No, they'll be all right. Come on.
In here?
Not much choice.
You there! Get off my land! You leave it. You just leave it there. You don't get that back.
Now, look, just a minute. I don't think there's any need...
Get out! Go on, all of you. You see what you've done? You've killed him. You've killed him now, haven't you? I warned you time and again, and now you've done it, haven't you?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
My bull. He's dead. You frightened him to it, you killed him. Now, get off my land!
Yes, but what about the balloon?
Hello?
I just popped in on the off chance, Mrs. Troy. I was lucky to find you in.
Yes, Mrs. Pearson, it was a pity, wasn't it?
Because you've been very good to me, really.
Well, don't thank me, just thank the Legal Aid Service.
But it's been a two-way thing, though, hasn't it? Because I've put a lot of work your way. Not that you've ever actually got me off any charges.
Well, you did make it a bit difficult. You always pleaded guilty.
All the same, lost opportunities.
I don't think crime's your forte, you see. If you want to go shoplifting in Sainsbury's without getting caught, you do not go in carrying an empty suitcase.
I'd only just stolen it out of John Lewis's. If I'd left it outside, somebody might have nicked it. Oh, but you're pleasing mitigation, Mrs. Troy. Works of art they were. The way you went on about my hard life and all my disadvantages, even I started to feel I couldn't help it.
Yes, I noticed.
In fact, I think I was the only female cat burglar around in those days. Pussy Pearson, they used to call me.
Well, I'm sure they had their reasons.
Oh, I've had a wonderful life, really. My Roy says I should write it all down for a book, only I haven't got a typewriter.
You could always go down to Ryman's one night after they closed. Now, Mrs. Pearson, it has been nice to see you again, but if you haven't got anything
Well,
I
I
can do for you...
did just want a little legal advice.
Well, you must see a solicitor. I'm a barrister. If you want to see a barrister, you first see a solicitor, and then, if necessary, he comes to see me on your behalf.
Well, what's the point of that, though? You end up paying two people then instead of one.
It's how it's done.
It seems like a bit of a racket to me. I wonder you don't end up in court.
Mrs. Pearson, I am very busy, or I would be if you weren't here.
Right, well, look, I just wanted to ask, not that I'm considering this at all, but just say a person arranged a mortgage with a building society for a house that didn't really exist. How long would they get if they got caught?
With your record collection of golden oldies, Lily, 18 months to 3 years. Now, if you really do want my advice, it would be to give up this life of crime and to try to get a job.
A job?
Yes, a job. Not do one, get one. Why don't you open a dog kennel?
Well, maybe I'll try that then. Oh, before I go, I must just say, those books you write, The Prickly Peter, my little granddaughter, she loves them. I went and got her the whole collection out of Smith's yesterday.
Arthur, you're wearing sandals.
Yes.
Where have you been? Down at the magistrate's court at Sue Me by the Sea?
No, it's my feet. I'm going to this alternative chiropodist. It's a new therapy.
Ah.
And he sold me the sandals as well.
Oh, Mrs. Troy, I've found a barrister to take that other case.
Oh, well, I hope it's someone who knows what they're doing.
Oh, senior member, very experienced. No problems there.
Hello, Philippa. I've got my own brief.
Yes. Well, if people want to know where I am, I've just popped down to the bookshop.
Aren't you due as a divorce at 11?
No, they're reconciled. They're staying together for the sake of the cat.
Pity. I was hoping for big refreshers on that.
Vulture.
By the way, the money you owe me for those sandwiches, she still owes it to me.
Thank you, madam. Good day.
What I don't understand is why they don't sue you.
For what?
Passing off.
What do you mean? There's no similarity at all.
They're W.H. Smith, I'm W.G. Smith. How could there possibly be any confusion?
Are my books selling?
Ticking over?
Can't I have a window display?
Not all year round, Mrs. Troy. I like to give Tolstoy a chance every now and then. Encourage the beginners.
Oh, by the way, have you had any books stolen recently, Bill? Because if so, I think I might know who took them, and I can probably get them back.
I'll do a stock check, thanks. Why? Who would have taken them?
Nice woman in a flowery anorak. Doesn't like doors much, very keen on windows. Probably carrying a large suitcase.
Funnily enough.
And despite its apparent complexity, my lord, this is in fact a very straightforward case of an exemplary open and,
Shutness?
Thank you, Mrs. Troy, and I see no reason why it should detain us here for more than 15 or 20 minutes, my lord.
Cancel all appointments for the rest of the week. Carry on, Mr. Triggs.
My client, Farmer Winchcombe, my lord, is a true son of the soil, who, as your lordship can see, brings to the court today not only the old rural values, but also a genuine whiff of the countryside.
Yes, Mr. Triggs, it hadn't escaped my notice.
A man, my lord, whose very appearance says hearts of oak, gnarled hands of toil.
Barrels of cider.
Mrs. Troy, who spoke?
My lord, Farmer Winchcombe is plainly visible to us all. I don't actually think we need counsel to give us a guided tour around his gaiters.
Yes, Germaine, Mr. Triggs, Germaine.
My lord, now the essence of the case is this. Mr. Winchcombe's farm has been plagued for some years by the balloons.
Balloons, Mr. Triggs?
Hot air balloons, my lord, around the world in 80 days.
And they'd still lose your luggage, yes?
Mr. Winchcombe's farm is situated in a position where balloons frequently run out of steam.
No danger of that in this court, Mr. Triggs.
Over the years, these balloons have destroyed crops, frightened animals, and destroyed property. This catalogue of irritation, my lord, culminated in the events of September last, when yet again a balloon landed on his property. Only this time it caused his prize Hereford bull, Daisy...
Daisy, Mr. Triggs? Daisy the bull?
Daisy, my lord. It was Farmer Winchcombe's whim to call him thus. He is a great admirer of the country and western singer Mr. Johnny Cash, and his song A Boy Named Sue. Inspired by this, he called his bull Daisy. A boy named Sue, my lord, a bull called Daisy.
I'm more of a Dolly Parton man myself.
As your lordship pleases. In any event, the suddenly descending balloon, my lord, caused poor Daisy to have a seizure and to die of fright. So Mr. Winchcombe retained the defendant's property until such a time as proper compensation can be paid.
And what magnitude of loss are we talking about here, Mr. Triggs?
In the region of £15,000, my lord, plus a further £250,000 in lost stud fees. Daisy was very virile, my lord.
He must have been. Thank you.
My lord.
Mrs. Troy.
My clients are also claiming in this matter, both for the return of their property and compensation for their loss of enjoyment of it. They are keen balloonists who have missed several international competitions. The value of the balloon is placed at £10,000, my lord.
Thank you, Mrs. Troy. Mr. Triggs?
My lord, I wish to call Farmer Armageddon Wheat Chief Winchcombe to the stand, my lord.
Call Farmer Winchcombe and tell him to wipe his feet.
So, your bull meant a lot to you, Farmer Winchcombe. You doted on him. And just as the good shepherd tended his sheep, so you, the good bullman, tended his bull.
That's right. That's right. He was all I had since the wife died.
Thank you, Mr. Winchcombe. No further questions.
Mr. Winchcombe, you say that you've been plagued by balloons on your farm for some years. Is that correct?
That's right. There was nothing but a pest.
So you wrote to the local ballooning association to complain, did you?
Many times. And the papers?
So what action did the Balloon Club take in response to these letters?
Well, they said they'd stop landing on my property, but they didn't. It was all promises and hot air. There was a conspiracy among them.
Between them, Mr. Winchcombe?
Between two, among three. Surely, Mrs. Troy?
No, not necessarily, my lord. Between is a relationship of individuals. Among is rather more collective.
Well, thank you for coming among us and explaining all that, Mrs. Troy. Perhaps in between your other commitments we could get on with the case.
Very good, my lord. Now, the balloonists who landed on your field that day, Mr. Winchcombe, had they landed on your property before?
No, but I don't see that makes any difference. Even if they'd only done it the once, it was still once too often.
If we may turn to your bull, Mr. Winchcombe, £250,000. Now, isn't this rather a high value to place on the sort of animal that wears its jewellery and its nose?
He was a pedigree. You'd pay that for a racehorse and call it a bargain.
Yes, but what was so special about this bull that made him worth £250,000?
Stud fees.
Stud fees worth £250,000. I would have thought for that sort of money you could have rented a dinosaur.
Some days, in the right mood, he could have done a dinosaur. He could service heifers like a mechanic with a truck. You could hear him mooing for miles. He drove them wild with it.
Is that so, Mr. Winchcombe?
Yes, sir. He could do 4 or 5 a day easy, plus the vet.
The vet also, Mr. Winchcombe. Could you hear him mooing for miles too?
I mean the artificial. The vet had come round with his rubber glove and his apparatus, you know, and give him a hand.
I see. So the bull provided these services and you lived off the income. I don't know what the legal position is on all this, but I always thought it was all artificial these days, Mr. Winchcombe.
Not on my farm, sir. We still like to have a bit of the organic for them as can appreciate the difference.
So, how much would you receive, Mr. Winchcombe, for each service rendered?
50, 100 quid, negotiable.
So, in order to arrive at a figure of £250,000, your bull would have to surface some 5,000 heifers.
About that?
Yes, isn't that rather an excessive estimate, Mr. Winchcombe, or did he have elastic bandages for his knees?
I don't call that excessive. I mean, it isn't as many as Bill Wyman in the 60s.
If I may help, my lord, Bill Wyman is a member of the popular singing group The Rolling Stones, best known for their song, I Can't Get Any Satisfaction.
I can't get no satisfaction, my lord.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You say, Mr. Winchcombe, that the balloon was responsible for Daisy's demise in that it frightened him to death. Now, isn't this a bit incredible? That a mere balloon could frighten a bull weighing, what, half a ton to death? It sounds like quite a big load of bull to me.
Size don't enter into it. It's sensitivity what matters. Pedigree bulls are like concert pianists. Highly strung and easily dispirited. He must have seen that great thing falling at him out of the sky and it terrorised him. I mean, he was alive before it landed.
Yes, but how do you know that it was the descent of the balloon that actually killed him, Mr. Winchcombe? Was a post-mortem performed on the bull?
I called the vet round, yeah, for a second opinion, but he confirmed what I thought.
And what was that?
That he was dead. Then he cut him open and had a look.
Yes, and what did that show?
That he was definitely dead. He was dead certain.
He was dead certain of what, Mr. Winchcombe?
Eh? He wasn't certain of anything. He was dead.
And what of the vet, Mr. Winchcombe? Was he certain that the bull was certainly dead, or were neither of them too sure about anything?
You've got the report there, haven't you?
Yes, it's rather inconclusive. It doesn't say anything about balloons as a cause of death anywhere. I don't think I've ever heard of a medical condition called frightened by a balloon.
Well, it seems a bit of a coincidence to me. I mean, if it wasn't the balloon what killed him, what did? I mean, I don't think it was because the rope snapped when he was out one day bungee jumping.
Then perhaps he fell off his dinosaur. Thank you, Mr. Winchcombe.
Well, it seems that lunchtime has crept up on us again. Any here looking for good rustic fare, I can heartily recommend the ploughman's platter and a half pint of old Stebbins down at the Dog and Pheasant.
Call old Stebbins.
Adjourned till 2.
What will I?
Rent a turnip over there. He's lying about something.
Well, it's hard to get through the day without doing that, Mrs. Troy, especially in our job. Well, yours.
I'll see you after lunch.
And I've got an appointment for my feet.
Arthur, have you ever thought your feet could be all in your mind? Why don't you stick a corn pad on your head? It might do the trick.
Mrs. Troy, do you think I could have a word?
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Drew. It's all going splendidly.
But I just wondered if you could sign this Prickly Peter book for my son. 'Tis you who writes them, isn't it?
Oh, yes, of course. What's his name?
He's called Peter.
Is he really? What a lovely name.
Did you try a half pint of old Stebbins, as I suggested, Mr. Winchcombe?
Manure for the mind, my lord. Manure for the mind, best spread on thick.
Good, and I thought you'd enjoy it. Mrs. Troy.
Oh, I'd like to call Miss Dorothy Harvey, my lord.
Call Mrs. Dittisham Burby.
Dorothy Harvey.
Yeah, call the next witness.
Miss Harvey, are you an experienced balloonist?
Yes, I am.
And how long have you held a balloonist license?
5 years.
Are balloons safe, Miss Harvey?
Yeah, very. The most dangerous part of ballooning is driving home again afterwards.
You cannot, however, control the direction of a balloon. You fly with the wind.
Well, that's right, but you can control the altitude.
And on the day when you landed in Mr. Winchcombe's field, did you know where you were?
Well, I knew we were over his farm, but I knew not to land there.
You did, nevertheless?
Well, I had no choice. The balloon began to lose altitude.
Why do you think that was?
Various reasons. It could have been the ambient air temperature, or there could have been some problem with the fabric.
For example?
Don't really know. A tear in the material, maybe. Some stitching.
And were you aware of Mr. Winchcombe's dearly beloved Daisy writing his obituary in the field below as you descended?
No. My chief concern was for the balloon and my passenger. And the next thing we knew, Mr. Winchcombe was there shouting at us and saying we killed something and waving his gun at us.
A gun? Mr. Winchcombe had a gun with him?
Well, we heard some shots as we were flying over.
Thank you, Miss Harvey. No further questions.
Now, Miss Harvey, is it not true that the balloon landed where it did because of your failure to control it properly?
No, certainly not.
No, because you say you're an experienced balloon pilot. But am I not right in thinking there are some interpretations of the Bible that imply that a woman in a balloon is an abomination?
I thought that was trousers, Mr. Triggs.
That too, my lord.
Thought we were going to finish it today.
Me too. Did you find that old brief I asked you for?
Yep. Lily Pearson.
It's one of several dozen that have been through here over the years.
Oh, this one's for shoplifting. Stealing 8 plastic Christmas trees from B&Q. She said she was doing it for the homeless.
That's her. See if you've got her home telephone number, would you?
Sure. Susan, I've got your sandwiches.
Oh, you are a sweetie pie. Can I pay you next week?
Never thought it, eh, Mrs. Troy? You and me in the moonlight in Lover's Lane.
He's gone to bed at last.
I used to come here with my husband when I was courting.
So did I.
Then I used to come here with Maisie Ryan's husband as well sometimes.
Yes, you are. Right, we're ready. Finished your tea? There's the torch. You know what to do.
I get into the barn.
Yes, you go in, and when you get in there, you should find a balloon.
What, like with Happy Birthday written on it?
No, a big balloon. Up and away, you know.
Oh, right.
You take the torch and the camera and see if you can find any holes in the fabric.
Holes?
Yes, like bullet holes, lead shot.
Bullet holes?
Yes. If you find any, you take a photograph and then you come back.
Well, it doesn't sound too difficult.
Simple.
So why can't you do it then?
Mrs. Wilson. Lily, we have been through this. I am a barrister. If I get caught trespassing, it could reflect very badly on me. It could end my career.
Well, what about my career?
Documentary is your career.
Oh, yeah. I thought you wanted me to give it all up and open a dog kennel.
Give it up tomorrow. The dogs will still be there. And this isn't criminal. It's just a little bit of trespass, that's all.
Well, OK, I suppose.
Right. Justice is at stake here, Lily.
Right. For justice then, Mrs. Troy. I'll do it for justice. But I'll only do it justice once.
Shh. We're waiting.
Won't be long.
Oh, and Lily, don't take anything, just the photograph. Prickly Peter the Hedgehog sat wrapped up in his overcoat, sipping slowly at a cup of hot acorn cocoa, when suddenly there came a quiet tap at the door. How'd you get on?
I got it, Mrs. Troy.
Well done. What's that smell?
It's my fault. I stood in something. Orthopedic stockings too. I have to get them on prescription.
Well, were they there, the holes in the balloon?
Yeah, just like you said. Full of little holes it was, up at the top.
Good. I'll just get my solicitor to pay a quick visit to the old folks' home in the morning.
Why, thinking of retiring, is he?
Really?
Yes.
It was just the photograph you took, wasn't it?
Yes, of course. It's only a little one. I thought I'd could open a hen kennel.
Mr. Winchcombe, you're still under oath. If standing gets too much for you, let us know.
Thank you, sir.
Mrs. Troy.
My lord. Mr. Winchcombe.
Yes?
Daisy the Bull, of whose prowess and virility we have heard so much, is it not true to say that in the weeks before his death, his star was no longer in the ascendant?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, he was no longer as active as he had been on the organic side.
Well, I wouldn't say that, though we all have our ups and downs.
Oh, but Daisy was mostly just having his downs, wasn't he? His downs and a lot of headaches.
Well, he might not have been so interested as he had been in, like, getting his oof over, no.
And did you consult the vet on this matter, Mr. Winchcombe? Mr. Joshua Adams, now retired?
Yes, I might have asked him to call.
And didn't you ask him if he couldn't give Daisy a little something for his trouble? In fact, did you not ask the vet whether you should show Daisy pictures of cows in farming magazines to whet his fading appetite?
I don't remember what was said exactly.
Didn't you also confide in him that as well as losing interest in his heifers, Daisy was now starting to take some kind of interest in other bulls?
Not at all. He was as straight as a furrow. He never gave him a backward glance.
And after an examination, didn't Mr. Adams tell you that Daisy was suffering from a heart condition and quite likely to die at any time if these demands on him were maintained?
I don't rightly remember.
Isn't it also true, Mr. Winchcombe, that Daisy was already dead hours before Miss Harvey's balloon came anywhere near your property?
No, he was alive and mooing.
And is that what Mr. Adams thought too?
Who cares what he thought? He's an old man. His memory's going. He's probably got bovine spongiform. We all know where he's had his arm.
Mr. Winchcombe, when Miss Harvey landed on your property, she said you were carrying a shotgun and that you heard several shots, some of them quite close by. What were you shooting at?
Rabbits. I've been played by so many of them, they was holding Bugs Bunny look-alike competitions.
Rabbits, Mr. Winchcombe? Or balloons?
I don't know what you're getting at.
I am getting at these photographs of Miss Harvey's balloon, the holes in the fabric. How do you think they got there?
I don't know.
Isn't the truth of the matter, Mr. Winchcombe, that Daisy the Wonder Bull died in the morning, not the afternoon, died from the excessive demands you had made on him in your search for quick and easy profits?
No.
And seeing your livelihood slip from your grasp, you despaired and you wondered what to do. Until you saw Miss Harvey's balloon approaching and you realised that here was someone you could blame for everything and sue for compensation. And having asked balloons not to land on your property, you now did everything to ensure that they did just that with a shotgun. Is that not correct, Mr. Winchcombe?
No, there's not a word of truth in it. It's all compost of lies.
Don't lean on the witness stand, please, Mr. Winchcombe. Stand up straight when you address this court.
He was lucky he wasn't put away. You could have killed them with that gun.
Yes, I was expecting to hear them throwing away of keys at any second.
Goodbye, and thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
By the way, Mrs. Troy, how did you get hold of those photographs?
A little bird snapped them for me. Are you missing any books, Bill?
I was, but they came back, actually, Mrs. Troy.
Oh, good. You will keep my display tidy, won't you?
Yes, they were wrapped up in a parcel waiting outside the shop this morning.
Oh, I'll take these, please. See what the opposition's up to.
Funny thing was...
What?
They were covered in chicken feathers.
Really? Whatever has Prickly Peter been up to now? Put these on my account, would you?